First time I saw a Galgo, I was completely blown away. I just said to myself, I have got to get one of those dogs. When I first moved to Spain in 2007, I had noticed a lot of Galgos on the streets. The situation with Galgos here is pretty distressing, really. It's said that maybe up to 50,000 are abandoned a year, possibly even up to 70,000. And Galgueros is a name for people that own Galgos that use them for hunting. So they're used for competitions, hunting rabbits, hares, and also for show. And when they're no longer needed or wanted or not good enough anymore, they're generally abandoned. Abandonment itself is incredibly cruel because the Galgos are left on the roads, they have to fend for themselves, they pick up disease, they get run over, they break a leg. Even an ear infection can be painful. Dogs are not supposed to live on the streets, and that's where we come in now. Having the dogs on the finca is actually quite nice for the dogs. They enjoy it there, but the problem is the numbers have got so high now, the packs are getting too big, and then that becomes a safety issue. So when you've got packs as high as 15 and the dogs are changing all the time, it can become quite dangerous. For example, every pack will have its dominant ones, submissive ones, they kind of know where they are with each other. But when you bring in a new one, everything changes again and the pack has to rearrange itself. So every time we bring in a dog, I have to think, where does this dog go? Where is he going to be safe? If it's a very submissive dog, I need to find a gentle pack for that dog to go in. And it's really got to a point now where it's just not feasible anymore. And we need kennels, we need a centre, a kennel situation. The other thing is the cleaning is relentless. We don't have the proper facilities, so to clean up after 100 dogs, if I'm on my own, can take me 5 hours, whereas if we had a centre with correct facilities, I could do it in a quarter of the time. Basically, the dogs are everywhere, all around the house. Some are in kennels, some are in the kitchen, some are in the bedroom. And sleeping is a real problem, and just to give you an example, this is very typical of what we listen to maybe every couple of hours. And this is being filmed from, I'm in bed trying to sleep, and this is what I listen to. Another reason we can't keep going the way we are is because one of the fincas is next to a meditation centre. So can you imagine, like, 11 o'clock every Saturday morning when I know Jose's got all his yoga clients coming and the dogs start barking and everything is going crazy, and I'm running around even in my underwear if I have to just get the dogs to be quiet, because the moment he's not happy, it's over, we've got to leave. And the fact is, eventually, how long can you have a refuge next to a meditation centre? It's crazy. On top of all the cleaning, vet runs, rescuing, I love doing the Facebook page. That's one of my favourite parts. I'm quite proud of it. I think we do well on it. I kind of try to put a fun spin on things so that people have some kind of hope that it's not all doom and gloom. And I like to keep all the supporters involved as if they're on the journey with us. I think they deserve that. They give us money, they share the post, they give us moral support. And I like to think that they're with us on this journey, so I try to give them that. So obviously the ultimate goal at the end of everything is to find the dog a great home. So we work in America, the UK, Germany, Belgium, and we work with groups at the other end of those countries, so we never send a dog direct. There's always a group involved that does the control, make sure that it's a good home, and if the adoption goes wrong, then the dog will go back to the group. So they're always protected, right from the start of the journey to the very end. The new centre really, I think, is needed now because of the size the charity has got. I would be looking at this new centre to have a couple of paid staff. Volunteers are great and we rely on them, but when you've got 300 dogs which this centre can house, there needs to be an obligation for someone to be there on time working with those dogs. The cleaning will be cut down to maybe a quarter. There'll be a vet on site. We'll probably save €1,000 in fuel just on vet runs that we won't have to do anymore. You know, many people might have never met a Galgo, but when you do meet a Galgo, they really get into your heart and your soul. They're just so gentle, and they're the most badly treated dog here in Spain. The abuse that they can face, and yet they're so willing to forgive so quickly. And I think humans could learn a lot from Galgos, and I really, God, they deserve this centre. They deserve this chance to. With this centre, we can work with the Galgeros. There won't be any need for such high numbers of abandonment here. The Galgeros can come directly, as they do anyway, but with, you know, it'd be much more professional, much more secure. These dogs, their lives will change, and I guess if you haven't met a Galgo, try and meet a Galgo, and you'll understand everything.